What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to SoCal Exploring, your number one stop for all things theme park related and haunt attraction related. So, big news here, or not really big news, but some details have been shown in the Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash attraction. There's been brickwork going up on the different walls that are outside of the show building. The facade starting to take place a little bit more. And overall, the ride is just coming together. Well, today I want to talk about the different details that I think are going to be coming in the Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash attraction opening next year at Universal Studios Hollywood. Because as seen from recent construction pics, like I said, there's a lot that we can already kind of tell. And I really didn't break it down in the announcement video when it got announced back in April. I didn't really break down what I actually think is going to be in this ride and what the high chances of this ride are going to have, like animatronics, the actual ride system that I think it's going to run on. I didn't really break that down. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking that down detail for detail of what I think is going to be in this attraction and what I think the system's going to be and all the different stuff surrounding Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash. Keep in mind though, these are just my speculations. This is nothing that Universal has released or anything. These are purely just my speculations. So this is nothing that's 100% confirmed. I'm just basing it off of what I can see already and what I think from the press release that they released in April, what I think we could take away from that press release and what I think we can take away from what we can already see. So with that being said, let's hop right into the Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash attraction ride breakdown / speculation details. I don't really know what to call this video. Obviously there will be a title when this video comes out, but I don't know what to call it right now. But nonetheless, let's hop right into it. But before that, make sure to check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter, and click that subscribe button if you want to see more Universal Studios Hollywood related content. Guys, when the construction starts making more and more progress, I'm going to be out there covering as much as possible for you guys, getting as much construction shots as I can for you all for Secret Life of Pets and Super Nintendo World and everything else that's going on around Universal. I'm just kind of taking a break right now because obviously Halloween Horror Nights is going on, so I'm focusing more on that than actual Universal construction. But Horror Nights ends soon, so once Horror Nights ends, then we'll be full on mode for Universal Studios Hollywood construction. Turn on those bell notifications. Lastly, visit our website SoCalExploring.com for more detailed theme park updates and haunt attraction news. Okay, so first things first, what do I think is going to be the facade of the actual attraction? So if you go to the park right now, you can see that there's kind of a curved shape at the very top. Well, it's clear to me after doing a little bit of research that I believe that this facade is going to be the apartment building that all the pets live in. So in the different films, the pets live in this certain apartment building, and the facade kind of looks like that, especially with the round top. And with all the walls going up right now, all the detail in the walls, it looks like they're going to go the route of kind of doing like a cityscape, like doing the apartment buildings. There's a bunch of brickwork going on, so it seems as if that facade is going to be coming, and that will be the facade. I'm assuming that there will be a sign somewhere. Then again, I feel like the sign will just kind of be at the bottom, kind of like with all the different attractions, like the sign will say at the bottom, Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash, or maybe it will be at the top. I don't know. I don't believe that this facade will actually have a ride sign telling guests like, hey, this is the ride. It'll just kind of be the facade, and then there will be the opening underneath where you just walk right under the actual apartment facade, or you may enter the side. I don't know. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how they really do this with the actual facade, because I strongly believe that it will be the apartment building that all the pets live in. It couldn't really be anything else. I mean, I feel like this is going to be what it is. Like in the press release, they described it as you're going through New York and you're going on a different adventure and such, so it would make sense for them to do this apartment building, but who knows if Universal is cooking up something different. Now, what do I think the actual ride system will be? Well, I think it's going to be very similar to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure that they're getting in Epcot over in Orlando, and they already have in Disneyland Paris. Yes, I do think it's going to be a trackless dark ride. We already know it's going to be a dark ride. It's not going to be a roller coaster or anything like that. We already know it's going to be a dark ride. So I believe that they're going to go the route of a trackless dark ride. I think it just makes sense for Universal. Universal doesn't have a lot of them. I don't even think they have any of them, to be completely honest. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I think that they're going to go the route of a trackless dark ride. It just makes sense for this ride. You really can't do much with the films as far as like a moving vehicle would go, like something like Transformers, or I guess they could do something like Minions, but obviously it's not going to be like Minions because they described it as a dark ride, so it's not going to be just you're sitting in a car and you're simulating around while you're watching a TV screen of something going on. So it's not going to be like Minions, so that's definitely out of the question. However, I think that a trackless dark ride would be perfect for the Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash attraction. And I think that there will be, the vehicles will probably hold 4 most likely. I don't see them holding only 2. I think that the vehicles will just hold 4. I think that'd be a perfect thing. Obviously, the unload and load time will be a lot quicker because they'll send out multiple vehicles at once, because the way that it works with trackless dark rides, like Pooh's Adventure over in Hong Kong or something like that, one of those other country parks, and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, is they load both of them. They load like 4 at a time, and then they all go out and they see the same scenes at once, but they're all moving in different directions and such. But essentially, they're just separate cars. Essentially, if you combine them all, they'd obviously be a train. But think of it as if you're loading out a train with, what would that be, 4, 8, 12, 16, and you'd be loading out a train that holds 16 riders. Instead, though, it'd be 4 different ride vehicles, and those ride vehicles are supposed to be like pet adoption boxes, I believe they're talking about. So that's how it'd be, and I think that the load time would be a lot quicker, as you just hop right in, they put the lap bar down, and you go out, so it wouldn't take too long. That's not like you have to restrain them or anything like that. Like I said, though, I think the load time will be very fast, and it'll help out if it is a trackless dark ride, because Universal does get very, very crowded, and with this new attraction, I feel like there's going to be very long waits for it, trust me. As to what's actually going to be in the actual attraction, we'll see animatronics and such. Obviously, we're going to see animatronics of the animals, or they could be puppets. Who knows? Who knows if Universal's really trying to go the advanced way of doing animatronics, but in the press release they did describe this ride as being more technologically advanced. So it'd be cool if they did like animatronic dogs and such, and animatronic humans. Like maybe the humans are gonna have a part in it. I doubt it, but maybe they will. It'd be cool to see animatronic dogs. However, I think that Universal's gonna stray away from that and just do puppets of sorts. But I think it'd be really neat if they did animatronic dogs. Who knows though? I don't know anything yet. I'm just hoping that they go the more technologically advanced way as they are describing it, because that'd be neat. It'd make for a more immersive attraction. And honestly, right now I'm going to take a quick little pause. I think that this attraction is going to be very, very big for Universal. Not big in size, big as in details, theming, electronically, or technology. I just think it's going to be amazing. Like, I think that people are judging the ride too much, and honestly, I kind of was at first too. People saying that this ride wasn't wanted by anybody or anything like that, and you're right. It wasn't wanted by anybody. It was just kind of something that Universal put out, and they're like, you know what, let's do this. It fits into the theme of the Despicable Me area and the whole illumination thing, which I'll make a whole separate video on that, about talking about a potential illumination area coming to Universal Studios Hollywood. But we're getting distracted now. I think that people were quick to judge it. I honestly think that Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash, the ride, will be an excellent ride. I think it'll be very immersive, and honestly, I think that it'll be one of the best rides at Universal Studios Hollywood when it opens up. Okay, back to the details. So when you unload and load, or when you load into the attraction, I think it's going to tell a story. I think I read in the press release that you're trying to make your way to an adoption event, but you get struggled in the streets of New York and such, and you encounter certain things that you have to get out of with the different pets. But I think that this story may change up just a bit. I don't know exactly if that story really works well as much. I think that it may change up just a tad. Then again, who knows? I'm not a part of the Universal creative team. But like I said, the ride vehicles will most likely be those pet adoption boxes, so it'll be cool to see them themed and really neat, because we've never really had like themed ride vehicles like that. I mean, Transformers, I guess that one's kind of themed, but nonetheless, they're not really themed attraction vehicles. Something that we'd see in Disney is like a themed ride vehicle. And now I think that this will be perfect, because we'll see a themed ride vehicle for Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash. I think it'll be really, really neat. I also believe that there's going to be the different sit-still statues of the dogs, and as the tracks are going to be moving around them, those will be moving too, similar to other trackless dark rides that you see. The different scenes or the different like statues of characters will move while you're moving with the trackless dark ride, like the vehicles, and it'll kind of like play into the whole scenes and everything. I think that, like I said, going to be very, very advanced in technology. If you are curious to know what I'm talking about, just look at Remy's Ratatouille Adventure in Disneyland Paris, and that one's going at Epcot too, which is really neat. I'll have to get out there to Orlando to check that out. But this is going to be, in my opinion, very similar to that. I think that they couldn't go any other route with it. I think that with all the trackless dark rides, there's always those couple things that they stay similar to each other, and I think that a lot of those different elements will be put from the different trackless dark rides around the world into the Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash attraction, because Universal has described it as something that they've never done before, and they haven't done a trackless dark ride before. So this will probably most likely be what Universal is going with for their route. Now, length of the ride, do I think the ride will be long? I think that will be an average ride, probably like 4 to 5 minutes, which some could consider as long, but some could consider as short. But with the dark ride and Secret Life of Pets in the location that it is in, I think that's a perfect length of ride or duration of ride. 5 minutes seems to be the perfect amount. I don't see it really being any longer because they don't have that much room unless this is a 2-story attraction. Who knows, because in early construction pics we saw that there was 2 levels, so maybe it could be 2 levels. Who knows? Maybe the queue area could be all at the bottom and then you go up to the top. Maybe, like I said, just speculating, but I did see 2 levels when early construction was going on, and you could still see it on the inside and everything. Who knows though? This is all just speculation. I just feel very strong about the speculation though, as Universal described it, like I said, once again, as something that they've never done before and very technologically advanced. I'm not Universal creative. I don't know anything yet, just all speculation, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What is going to be in the Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash attraction opening in 2020? We don't have an opening date yet, but once we have an opening date, we'll get that out to you guys as fast as possible, as well as more details and construction and all that on this channel. So you're going to want to click that subscribe button right away with those bell notifications on, and visit our social medias at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. And lastly, visit our website SoCalExploring.com for more detailed theme park updates and haunt attraction news. I have been Scott, and you have been watching SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key. Stay spooky, everybody, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace.